What's going on? Thank you for tuning in to Sartin Garage. I've got a little carb adjustment. I guess you'd call it a hack. And just a little tip, little trick. If your weed eater is doing this, then you want to continue to watch this video. And this will apply to any brand of trimmer, even a leaf blower. It doesn't matter the brand. I'm just happening to show you this on a Husqvarna 322L. Alright, before we get started, you got a high speed and you got a low speed. Your low speed is always closest to the engine, and your high speed will always be closest to the air filter, to the outside of the engine. And when you're turning these screws, counterclockwise is more fuel, clockwise is less fuel. We're going to be turning them counterclockwise because we need a little more fuel. It can be either screw. It may be your high speed that's causing it. It could be your low speed that's causing it. We're going to start with the high speed screw just to see. So just in case it's not, you want to remember how far out you turned it, and you're going to do that by your adjustment tool. You're going to put your thumb on the top and your finger at the very bottom of the tool, and then when you turn that and get your thumb straight down and your finger up top, that's a half a turn. You want to remember that, so that way if this don't fix it, you can just turn it right back where it was and get it real close to where it was. So we're going to start it up, then we'll adjust the high speed. Said we was. Back to high speed out, about a quarter turn. It didn't help it. So turn it back and then go to your low speed and turn it about a quarter turn to see if it helps it. See, that helped it. So go another half a turn and see what happens. Alright, if you want to go even farther and you have a tachometer, you can actually check your RPMs, no load RPMs, and also check your idle RPMs to make sure your trimmer is running where it's supposed to be. Now this is a Husqvarna 322L, and its no load RPMs is around 8,500, and that means wide open throttle, no load RPMs. That means it's not weed eating, there's no load on it, it's just wide open throttle. This one is a wireless tack. It does your low RPM is there, your high RPM is there, and then if you want to check your battery, it uses a 9-volt battery. You put it in battery check and then pull this over, and the battery is definitely good in it. So we're going to check our idle. We're going to start it up and check the idle on this trimmer. Oh, it's idling at about 2,700 RPMs. Now, when you go to check your high speed, flip that to high, then you're going to go to wide open throttle. as you can see, it was running right at 8,000 to 8,500, which is right about where it should be. And there you go. You fixed your weed eater just with a little simple carb adjustment. I will leave links to this in the description. The problem is these things sell really quick, so every time I post a link to them, they get gone pretty quick. I like these, the analog ones, a lot better than I do the digital ones. These just seemed a little bit more accurate to me. The needle's more steady, to where a digital one, their numbers are just jumping all over the place and you can't really tell where it's at. So I just assume have this one. I will also leave a link in the description to these adjustment tools. They actually have a whole kit, because if you're not working on a Husqvarna, you might be working on a Troybilt or a Home Light or a Stihl or whatever. They may not be splined, the spline tool. So I'll just leave links to the kit, and it comes with just about every tool you would need to adjust your equipment. And this is a temporary fix. It's not like a permanent thing. If your weed eater is doing that, chances are something's going wrong. The diaphragms are hardening up, the jets are clogging up, the carb screen's getting clogged up. But what you're doing, you're just allowing a little bit more fuel to get in that engine to let it run. But probably in the next year, next season, you're probably gonna have to get a carb kit put in it, or go check out the video. I posted a video on how to do the carburetor and rebuild the carburetor on this exact trimmer. So go check that out, and I'll try to leave a link to that in the description. And guys, thanks for watching, and let me know if that fixes your trimmer.